Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. And today we're talking about Maia Knight. Where in the world is Maia Knight? I have since found some things out that I'm not really going to tell you all about, but we do have to have a conversation about what's going on and some things that have been emerging and talking about the Reddit thread and everything else. I'm staying on this topic because I think it's really important. TikTok has become a flagrant, insane place for child exploitation. YouTube is dying off and then TikTok picked it up. And so we got to continue to talk about it because she's one of the main arbiters of child exploitation and the way that she does things. So, haters beware. Let's go. As you may or may not know, Maia Knight is a TikToker with over 8.3 million subscribers, over 2 million on Instagram. She has the twins, which they call Scotch and Vodka. Yes, they named them after alcohol. Maia Knight documents all of her parenting, I guess you want to call it, but going to bars, drinking a lot, hangovers, putting her kids in precarious positions, traveling all the time, not changing her kids' diapers. I think the main thing is that she's kind of showing what it's like to be a negligent parent and she's being celebrated for it. Whereas so many people have made the comment before that if this was a woman of color doing this same type of TikTok, they would have been canceled a long time ago. And I absolutely believe that. So Maia Knight gets away with being this person and if you ever dare to go into Maia Knight's argument section, I know it's comment section, but if you ever dare to say something that's not on board or 100% with everything about that, her fans will attack you. And that's going to be a big basis of today's conversation about her crazy fans. Look, at this point, the amount of videos and things I do on Maia Knight isn't really about Maia. It's about her fans, her insanely rabid, foaming at the mouth fans. I come after them, but I use Maia Knight to bring them to the yard like a milkshake because they need to hear this and they're not listening. And it's getting really, really crazy. So today we're talking about her baby daddy and potential things that are going on Reddit and where is she, what's going on. And again, it's going to be, I'm sure I'll get all the support. I won't. One of the things about Maia Knight that has drawn many people to her is her story of being a young single mom of twins who's struggling to make ends meet and is the story of redemption of like, see, you can be a single mom of twins and survive. She's so poor. But what the fans fail to realize, Maia Knight is 26 years old. She's closer to 30 than she is closer to being a teenager. So she's not some young teen mom. Okay, Maia Knight made the choice to be a party animal and to be promiscuous, which is her choice as an adult, and it landed her in a position of having an unwanted pregnancy. It landed her in a position of having an unplanned pregnancy of twins, which apparently almost killed her, which is why she takes these pregnancy tests before she pounds White Claws, which is really weird to me. But what they fail to tell you, what Maia likely fails to tell you, because she has fostered this view of herself because it's beneficial to her, right? Is that Maia Knight's family is not poor. Her house is paid for by her mom, allegedly. We don't know this completely. I think Maia said this. She has massive support in all of her family. She makes money on TikTok, probably in Instagram and YouTube, in the millions of dollars per year. Okay? She is not poor or struggling. Is absolutely not struggling now. Those people that come after me and other people who are after Maia, and they're like, she's just, what are you? You guys have to realize that Maia Knight's now the top 1% of the world as far as earnings are concerned. She's wealthy. And the fact that she continues to live her life like she's poor is actually kind of crazy. Like not hiring nannies, or she does, not hiring cleaners, or she does and we don't know about it. Whatever the case may be, it's all a ruse. Maia Knight has never been poor, is not a young mom. She's a normal aged mother for having children, 25, when she gave birth to her children. Okay, has tons of support. She's not on an island by herself. So all those things that people come after me for, Maia Knight is none of those things. Maia Knight is very, very privileged. So stop, okay? Cut that out, you shit asses. So one of the big things that goes on in Maia Knight's world is when she doesn't post for a couple of days, right? And I'm going to show you this one here. I'm going to show you her comment section of this most recent video that came out, which was 3 days ago as of today's filming, which is April 27th, okay? This has been 3 days since she posted. And you kind of got to scroll down and find out the most recent, because it's all like this. It's all like, I know what is worse. I don't know what's worse. The haters are the ones that are obsessed, right? And then they get, anybody who ever has anything negative to say or not completely 100% positive to say about Maia is where they get the likes and where they get the responses. All of Maia Knight's fans who comment things like, I can't believe I'm this early, paying my child support, I can't tell them apart, my only flex is telling them apart, scotch and vodka, like they have, it's the same damn comments on every video, and she's done like 700 videos. They're the same comments that nobody cares. They don't respond to those, right? A couple examples are, I don't know, they're dumb. They're stupid, but if you say something like, I miss them, you're going to get Maya haters to come in and say, you're obsessed. Stop being so obsessed, you creepy, obsessive, disgusting person. Because why are you obsessing over someone else's babies on the internet? That is creepy. I agree. Why? Why are you this way? You should be ashamed of yourself. That's creepy. Go out and touch grass. Now that I know what that means. Okay? Or if you say something like, I'm so worried about you, you haven't posted. Hope all is well. 9 responses. Right? You know she has a life outside social media. And they go at you. So there's people who are worried. Right? Genuinely, her fans are like, where are you? They get tons of comments like, where are you? Comments. We miss you. Are you guys okay? Comments, comments, comments. Hope you're all okay. Right? Is everything okay? Why isn't she posting in the last 3 days? 13 comments. TikTok is not her entire life, this person says. This person, you're wrong. TikTok is her entire life. It's how she makes all of her money. Okay, so yes, TikTok is her entire life. She can't travel, these vacations and everything else without TikTok. So stop being an idiot. Anyway, so that's our comment section basically right now. And then someone writes something that's everyone knows who your baby daddy is, 4 comments, and this is starting to be an emerging thing, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I do need to speak about some things that Maia Knight is doing that is problematic. And maybe not problematic, but some people think it's problematic. Traveling. At some level, Maia Knight's got to realize that babies need structure, and Maia Knight has no structure. There's no job that she has. She takes them traveling all of the time. There's proof of her in hotel rooms, letting the kids just scream themselves to sleep. She's gotten upset at a hotel because the hotel manager came and said, could you please, make it so your kids aren't screaming? We have other guests in the hotel who cannot sleep. They are worried about their safety, and she got really angry about that. Like, we know that Maia Knight is negligent in the way that she lets her kids eat off hotel bathroom floors and bathtubs and lick, hotel bathroom windows. We know that she lets them eat off the floor in the house. We know that they've been sunburnt and she makes fun of it. She's like, oh, not putting sunscreen on them this time. Like, we get it, right? Parents, this happens to kids, but Maia Knight uses those things and then as satire or jokes to continue to troll her haters, right? She loves to troll her haters. But what a lot of people don't realize is that she's using her children as troll bait for her haters. And just don't do that, maybe? You can troll people all you like. It's great. That's your prerogative. But why would you use your children to joke about things, right? That's what people get a little upset. And that's when we get over to somewhere like Reddit, and we'll get there in a second. But that just needs to be said that Maia Knight is not changing. And to a degree, Reddit thinks that she's making some changes because she reads her hate. She reads her threads on Reddit. She probably does. She probably watches these videos. And that's it. And she definitely is aware, or her management staff and people that make money off of her are absolutely aware. Her team of lawyers are probably absolutely aware of everything that's about to come out too. So all that to say, people are wondering where Maia Knight is, and it's gotten kind of scary because those are people that Maia doesn't know who you are. Will never know who you are. And the fact that there's how many comments are in that comment section? That there's 3,924 comments, most of them being about where are you? That's crazy. If you're a parent and there are thousands upon thousands of people and 3 million views on a video of your children, people just asking where you are, why are you not worried about that? That is really weird. Okay? This is a world we live in right now. Isn't that crazy? But if you say something against that, her fans are rabid, foaming at the mouth, and will come get you. They will hunt you down, which is why it's a scary place to be if you're on the other side of Maia. If you don't like her, if you are critical of her, if you are possibly her baby daddy, which we'll get to in a second, or anything else, they will come for you. My most viral post ever was on Facebook with over 5 million views of a mashup of her, and it got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hate and supportive comments. Okay, in any of the people I've ever covered, have I ever received that type of response, ever. And that's why I continue to do it, because it's really not about Maia again, it's about her fans, her insane fans. Okay, so one of the things that popped up on Reddit recently is this Maia Knight's baby daddy story, this thing that's going on. It's quite crazy. And people are naming names, and they're putting out information, and there's people making TikToks, like ex-girlfriends and stuff, which we'll watch this in a second. Actually, let's watch it right now. Well, we'll watch this in a second. And And there's been names dropped and everything else. And I got to let you guys know that without confirmation, those of you who are not in support of Maia, who are trying to out this baby daddy, could you just be really, really careful? And for a couple of reasons. Because Maia Knight has 8.3 million rabid, foaming at the mouth, incessant fans, okay? Which could be potentially dangerous for somebody who she said told her to get an A, to terminate, and walked away, didn't want anything to do with it. By her words, don't forget, there's articles written where she said that. There's videos where she has said that. There's videos where Jillian said that. They were in the bar one day and saying, oh, I should have punched him in the face or whatever, right? And so what I would need you guys to know is that if he did say that, okay, that doesn't make him a good person. That makes him a shitty person, right? And that's a big if. Because in my understanding, if what I have found out since is true, that's not the truth. If it comes out that Maia Knight's baby daddy did not indeed say those things, okay, did not say F off, go get a termination, I don't love you, get lost. If he didn't say those things, that completely changes Maia's whole shtick. It completely changes everything that she has said. It makes her an effing shit-ass liar is what it makes her, okay? And Jillian too. It makes them liars. Because if you say that about somebody and you've got 8 million rabid fans who are willing to go to bat for you, and they believe that this person said that, what do you think they're going to do to that guy if they find out who he is? Right? If it's true, they're going to go after him. They're going to cancel him. If the guy has a job, they're going to try to get him fired. They might even stalk him. They might stalk his family. That is insane, because if you think about the rabid fan bases on the internet, there's a bunch, right? You got Taylor Swift fans. Don't ever say anything positive or negative about Taylor Swift because they're coming after you. There's BTS, which is a Korean pop band, I think. I don't know. But they're all over Twitter. Don't mess with BTS fans, and don't mess with Maia Knight stans. It's really, really weird, okay? But imagine this guy did say that, and then he's outed. What do you think's going to happen to him? And a lot of you might think that he deserves it for being that kind of D-bag if in fact it's true that he did say that. But let me propose something else. What if that guy did not say that? Right? What if he didn't even know that she was pregnant? Right? Or he may have known but didn't say that, and she lied about it for her own woe is me, sad fishing story to make her fans sympathize with her, empathize with her, right? That's the whole thing. Her fans empathize with her because they're like, look, she's got so hard. Like I said at the beginning of the video, she doesn't have it hard, right? She's using that to sell you on the fact that she's having it hard and she doesn't. Guys, again, Maia Knight is wealthier beyond anything she'd ever make as a teacher or whatever she wanted to be. She is rich, okay? So on the other hand, let's say this guy didn't do that. Let's say the guy didn't know that he had twins. Let's say all this stuff happened. What do you think Maia Knight's fans are going to do at that point? They're still going to try to find him, cancel him, hurt him, whatever the case may be, right? But I think it's going to be a big drop-off fallout if, in fact, this comes forward that she was lying. Because even in the end, her 8 million fans, about 80% of them, if she just said, no, he's lying, they'll believe her. Right? Doesn't matter what he says at that point, they'll still believe her. So all that to say is that everybody who's alluding to baby daddy stuff right now, what you can know is that there is stuff going on in the back end. That's all I can tell you. But I need you guys all to stop putting out names and stuff like that, because this guy is not a public figure. He is not like a commentator or whatever or anything like that. So that is insane doxing. Okay? If you're a public figure and you get named and stuff like that, that's the risk of being online, right? That's the way it is. But he's not, right? And she is, by proxy, put him in a position where now he needs to be scared for his life, possibly, or his family is scared for their lives. It's because that's how crazy this has gotten. If it gets out there, her fans, her insane, rabid fans, will come after him. Whether or not she told the truth or she lied, it doesn't matter. They'll still come after him. So I'm begging you guys, please stop putting the name of these people that you think it is out on the internet until it's confirmed. Okay? And when it's confirmed, you'll see sparks fly. You're going to see some shit go down. That's all I'm saying to you. Okay? You will see shit to go down because either she lied, because either she told the truth and then she's going to just increase in fame and value and everything else, or she lied and that shit's going to go deep. There's lawsuits that could happen. There's custody lawsuits that could happen. There's everything. Because if she did lie, there is no value in everything that she does at this point. She's doing, and that just what that means is that she absolutely exploits these children for every penny she can get out of them while lying about their baby daddy. right? What if this baby daddy wants to be in their life, but she has never told him or allowed him to do that? Maybe he doesn't even know these kids exist. At that point, does that make her a bad person? I say yes, because she didn't give that guy an opportunity. Let's say he doesn't know about them, but then finds out and doesn't want to be in their life. Okay? That's his choice to make, but I don't think that that's the case. Okay? I think that Maia Knight might not even know who the real baby daddy is. And a lot of you will say, well, so that's her prerogative. She wants to sleep around so much and doesn't know who the baby daddy is. That is what it is. Okay? So maybe she was confused if she slept with more than one guy over a period of 2 days or whatever, or 3 days. And she told the first guy, hey, this is probably yours. And he might have said that. But if there's another guy in play, maybe it's his babies, right? So this is how crazy this is. And this is who you're celebrating when you like someone like this. Again, it's not worth celebrating. This is not a person you put on a pedestal that you'd show your daughter and say, you know what? I'd love for you to be like this, right? Who wants to show their daughter Maia Knight and say, hey, you know what? You should aspire to be like Maia Knight. Put your hand up if you want people to be like Maia Knight, right? No. Nobody worth their salt as a parent is going to say, be like that. Be like Kardashians. Be like that, right? They're going to tell you to be like the women who work at NASA, people, the teachers, the scientists, the doctors. Be like that. Nobody's going to tell them to be like this. But that's the scariest part, because these women who follow her are like her, want to be like her, and are enamored with her and feel good about becoming a part of her circle because they are like her and they want to feel good about being like that. Because the rest of the world sees that negatively, as they should. If you're a negligent parent, that's negative. And so what they do is they all gather together. It's like this wine mom culture where they've made it okay to be a wino and a mom. And it's not okay. Okay? I think most people would say that's not okay. If you took 1,000 people, regular people, and voted, would you say it's okay to be an alcoholic mom? They would all say no. If you say it's okay to drink a lot while you're a mom, most of them would say no. Okay? Is wine culture okay? Most of them would say no. Would you let your kid eat off a bathtub at a hotel? Most of them would say no. All I'm saying is that this is a common sense conversation that they're not willing to have. Okay? So, going over to the Reddit thread, which is quite interesting, okay? Maia Knight on Reddit, and there's another one called Maia Knight Snark, has 6.6 thousand members, okay? At last count, I think last video I did, they were over, 3,000. They have doubled since I did my last video. Her hate group, or whatever you want to call it, has doubled. Okay, because people are starting to wake up. That's because of me, maybe, because of Sierra, who makes these videos we're about to watch here in a second. That could be because of people are starting to really just like, okay, this is the same content over and over again. It's bullshit. And then they start leaving. They might not hate her, but they're just like, I don't want to watch it anymore. And then there's spite watchers who will hate watch because they hate her. And then there's spite watchers of the haters. So they'll watch to say, I'm going to watch her even though I don't like it because I hate those who hate her. What a conundrum we're in, right? But Maia Knight has so many videos on TikTok. And what did I say in my first video about Maia Knight? The skeletons are going to come out, right? And eventually they're going to come out. They all come out. That's the way it is. And her skeletons aren't even necessarily like crazy. Like she didn't murder somebody. I don't think that she has any past of major racism, even though Jillian does. There's nothing crazy. But the skeletons that are in her closet are the lies that she's made while she's made TikToks. Like this baby daddy drama, right? Like telling everybody he's an a-hole, he's a douchebag, putting it in articles. Like those journalists who wrote those articles now are going to have to pull retractions if that's a lie, right? And that's going to give her, she has no credibility at that point. Those journalists couldn't fact check because Maia Knight likely didn't give them names to fact check with, right? Again, there is a slight possibility here, and I have to be fair to Maia, that she honestly does not know who the baby daddy is, and the one that she thought it was did say those words to her. That is a play, that is a question in play here. But that just goes to show you that type of lifestyle, how is that good for the kids? You don't even know who their dad is? That's really scary. And if you didn't know, and if you were wrong, why didn't you ask the other guys you were sleeping around with? Right? Because maybe they did want a part of that. Maybe they were there to support. Maybe they were willing to step in. But that speaks volumes. It is a crazy, crazy story. This is crazy. This story goes really deep, okay? And a lot of these people like Jess Fam and a lot of these single moms on TikTok and teen moms, that they make that their entire personality, that they are a teen mom. Right? They think it's like, I need to come back to this. We need to stop making teen moms famous because they become influencers to other teenagers. Maia Knight had somebody, and I think it's on this thread. I'll look at it in a second. But someone came out. Oh, do I have it? Let me just see if I have it. I think it's in the Reddit thread. But Basically, this young girl said she was 15 and that Maia Knight had inspired her to have babies. And she's like, my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years and we're finally ready to have babies. You've inspired me. That's basically what this person said. And if it's true, that's crazy. That's why we should not make teen moms influencers, because they're trying to tell everybody else that because they got lucky and they made tons of money online, that others should do that. That is not ever going to be a reason ever, even if you're not a teenager, to have children. If you have children because you think it's going to help your social media life, you need to get fucked and stop the earth, get off. Elon, can you stop the earth? Get these people out of here. Look, and we know so many people who do this. They might not say it outright, but they do it because it's big money making. Okay? Stop exploiting kids for money. That's what I say here. That's what I've always been saying. And I'm so over this. And I know Maia Knight's not a teenage mom, but she's also inspiring like other kids who watch her on TikTok, which is mainly driven by teenagers, to say, I want to do that too. Right? We got to stop honoring bad moms. Look, I don't want any moms to exploit their children online. But I mean, I'd have less of a problem if you were a decent mom showing how to be a decent mom. And out there, I mean, as much as they exploit their children, there are some who aren't terrible to their kids. Of course they're not. But there are some who are absolutely shitty to their kids, who treat them differently. There's a whole mashup of Maia favoring one child over the other, and everybody in the comments knows it. Everybody alludes to it. It's like an unwritten thing, but Maia has a favorite. And there's videos of the way that she says things to this other kid that she absolutely favors one of her babies. And what is going to happen when this stuff comes out when these kids are teenagers? Everybody's like, it's just a joke. Those babies don't know. And when Maia Knight makes a joke about one of her children in her videos, like they're brats or whatever, and it's usually the same one, everybody laughs, but someone will make a few people will make comments like, why do you always throw that one under the bus? Everybody's like, it's a joke. Relax. You think those toddlers know the difference, know what a joke is? Can decipher when her tone of voice changes to them? That they think it's a joke? Do they think you can realize that? What these fans fail to realize, these kids don't know that. That's going to affect them. Okay? Tone, moods, yelling, everything else affects them. Even if it's in satire or it's a joke, those kids don't effing know it's a joke. So stop standing up for her and calling it a joke when she's doing it on the camera. Don't do it ever. It's never appropriate to make your kids the butt of a joke for your haters, for your trolls, and everybody who comes after you. That is stupid, and it makes you a worse mom for doing it. Sorry. Upset. Anyway, here's the video Sarah made recently about Maia Knight talking about baby daddy.
Oh, poor guy. You can't get away from me now. But yeah.
I gotta stop you there. What she just did there with her crazy eyes, okay, is I can't get away from me now. She's almost at a point where she's using her platform and weaponizing it against baby daddy, because obviously her and Jillian hate this guy. They've made multiple comments about wanting to punch him in the face or hating him or walking by him and just he's a complete a-hole. She's trying to weaponize by saying what she just did there with the crazy eyes and everything else, laughing about it, putting it out for her millions and millions of followers, weaponizing her fame against this guy. You can't deny it.
Yeah, girls, just think about that.
So watch.
But yeah, girls, just think about that.
Okay, thanks. Oh my God. Again, I come back to, why is she famous? What is her draw to you guys? Pounding noodles on a camera and spitting it out of her mouth while she holds one of her babies? What is the draw? She's not funny. And everybody thinks all these jokes about her kids are funny. There's no, even the sarcasm isn't funny. The dry humor? No, it's just dry. There's no humor behind it. She is not funny, and this is bullshit that you guys watch this. Again, at this point, I think most of the people watch it to throw shade at the people that hate her. It's such a weird wormhole we're in. But she's nasty.
Have you started dating your boyfriend sometime last winter? He could be my baby daddy.
And then it says, the smirk on your face after you knew you just dropped some huge info. If she knew, for real, she knew what she just did. And she does. And again, Maia Knight might, it needs to be repeated, might not even know who the real baby daddy is. And she's just laughing about it. You don't make, this isn't drama. You don't do this. It's so funny. You're funny.
Oh, that reminds me. Did anyone figure out that their boyfriend is my baby daddy?
Because this girl on TikTok did a video about dating Maia Knight's possible baby daddy. And that's where the names are coming out, starting to fly and everything else. So Maia Knight isn't afraid to really talk about him, but she's not going to name him. But she'll do things like this. And the reason I think she won't name him is because I honestly think that she's lying about what he actually said. So I honestly think that she just is lying about it. And she's not keeping his privacy for his benefit. She's keeping his privacy for her benefit. Right, Sam? Right. Go ahead. Ooh. And so that, again, this thread is all about like ex-girlfriend now. She also made videos about seeing baby daddy and ex-girlfriend out in public. So Maia herself, who's dropped the first hint, she wanted the ex-girlfriend to know the truth, right? There's also baby daddy's current girlfriend too, the blonde one in the pic of him and the German Shepherd. Her crazy eyes at the beginning, like this is crazy. So this Maia Knight Reddit thread is crazy. And it's, again, look how big it is, 6.6 thousand members. Hey, buddy. Good boy. Nope. So if you go to the Maia Knight subreddit, okay, there's a pin post. Then you sort by hot things been going on. Hypocrites. I've been reading through both subreddits since 200 followers since their obvious exploitation bother me and no one's talking about it. I'm not a fan, just like my fan. Okay. My favorite part about this subreddit is people that copy and paste the comments. At this point, I'm taking Maia to court for my kids. Who else misses them? Girls, I miss you. Maia, where are you at? I miss you, queen. I'm so worried about you. Maia hasn't posted and my morning routine feels off. If your morning routine includes seeing kids that aren't yours on TikTok, you have problems and you should get checked. Like there's people that you should look at. Just saying. Hi, Sam. He's like moving the camera. And there's posts like this where they're talking about Maia Knight photoshopping her images, which is like, I don't understand the huge draw to this. I don't get it, but I guess there's this, you can see this can here is completely fluxumed and that she's using Photoshop, which I don't get why she's using Photoshop because she's tiny. But I guess there's this big thing online about influencers using filters and things to augment their bodies because it's fake. And I think you have to claim that you've done that or something. I don't know. But there's a lot of that going around right now about Maia and photoshopping her body and things like that. This is an important post. The stands have gone nuts. The comments from this evening are unhinged with people begging for the babies. Strangest comment goes to, I really don't appreciate them having teeth now. I really hope she sees this behavior for the creep show it is. I honestly don't care how she parents. The lack of food bugs me, but it's not my job. It's always been about the oversharing exploitation for me and the insane fan parasocial behavior. The hiatus she is taking is making it 10 times worse. This is it, everybody. This is where parasocial behaviors, parasocial relationships get scary. These people honestly believe that they are entitled to Maia Knight's babies. I'm not saying it in jest. I'm saying thousands of them honestly believe that they are entitled because they watch her videos and they call it child support. And she will lose fans if she doesn't post her kids. I challenged Maia Knight to stop posting her kids for like 7 days. Watch the view counts just drop. They're not there for Maia. She has the personality of a dandelion, okay? They're there for the children. It cannot be argued. Nobody can argue with me. I won't take the argument. You're a liar. So all that to say, that's a quick update. I was going to do her YouTube video with her and Jillian doing a Q&A about the baby daddy and everything else, but there's so much out there. I'll continue to cover it. Again, I'm asking people, if you know something about the baby daddy or you think you do, or whatever the case may be, leave them alone. Please, okay? Leave their family alone and just don't post anything until we're completely sure. Because if it does come out that this guy is the baby daddy and he didn't tell her that and it was all a complete lie, I mean, he's going to have lawsuits and stuff and he's going to have custody battles and everything else is going to happen. So for the meantime, until we absolutely know with 100% surety that he is, please just don't put it out there, okay? Because it's only going to be bad for him. If you are against the exploitation of children online, in this case, in Maia's case, it is in our best interest on this side to keep him completely protected and private. It is, I promise you. So would you do that for me? Make sure you don't like those posts, don't spread it around, just keep it, because I think in the end, the end goal is to have her take her kids off TikTok will be realized, I think, if this is realized. Can't say much more than that. That's what I'm saying, okay? I think there are people that have interest in these babies that are biological, if in fact it is true, that do have their best interests in heart, unlike Maia, okay? So please, if you know something, keep it to yourself, don't post it. Also, head over to the Maia Knight thread on Reddit and the Maia Knight Snark thread. Get over there, start reading, get involved, keep the conversation going. And again, don't talk about baby daddy if you can help it, okay? I really appreciate that. Everybody take a deep breath. Good one. I'm so glad that you're here talking about these types of situations. Again, the Maia Knight thing is less about Maia Knight now and more about her crazy fans. Like, at this point, it might be almost about, like, protecting the babies, even not from the exploitation, but from the fan and the rabidness of the parasocial relationship that's been developed. I do not see any other babies on the internet that have stans like these two children. Maybe I'm missing somebody, but I've never seen anything like this, and it's actually the scariest thing. I know she only has 8 million followers on TikTok, and there are other influencers that have their children on that have like 16, 18 million, but I don't think their babies are the ones that their people are coming for in, you know, for the most part. I mean, it might be split, but never seen such rabid fan bases and parasocial relationships in comment sections about babies like this before. So again, not really about Maia, but the protection of her babies and really just drawing her freaking insane fans to come talk. At this point, I'm trolling her fans. So come at me. Let's go. You guys, though, who watch this and who are against the exploitation of children are beautiful, kind, brilliant, and adorbs. Don't you ever forget it, and I'll see you tomorrow.